Welcome to a tutorial from the International Code Council. Today we will be learning how to submit online floor modifications through cdpACCESS. To log into cdpACCESS, please visit cdpACCESS.com and log in with the username and password you use for all ICC properties, your MyICC account. If you do not have a MyICC account, you will be able to create an account quickly and free from the login page. Once you have logged in to cdpACCESS, up at the top, click on Online Floor Modifications. Please make sure that you are viewing Group B before you work with floor modifications, as if you are working with Group A, you will not be able to submit these floor mods. Once you have clicked on Online Floor Modifications, you will be taken to the My Online Floor Modifications page. This page will allow you to take a look at floor modifications you have already created, edit them if you have not yet submitted them, and even withdraw them from consideration. Let's take a look at the floor modifications that you can create brand new from scratch. The Create Online Floor Mods button in the upper right-hand corner of your screen will take you to a page where you'll be able to view all current proposals that are available for floor modifications. You can use the search box at the top to search for a proposal by proposal ID. Once you have searched for a proposal, it will appear in the listing, and you can click on the proposal name in order to view the proposal, or if you're sure that this is the proposal you would like to work with, click on Create Online Floor Modification. You will be asked to confirm that you will be at the committee action hearings in Louisville, Kentucky this year. If you are not going to be at the committee action hearings, you will not be able to bring your floor modification to the floor, and therefore should work with colleagues who will be available at the hearings in order to submit a modification. Remember that you will be able to submit public comments after the committee action hearings, so if you cannot attend, you'll still be able to participate. Click the Confirm button if you will be at the committee action hearings, and a brand new floor modification will be created. Let's take a look at the floor modifications from top to bottom. The number that is assigned will be the proposal ID, your last name, and a number that has assigned in numerical order. This happens to be the first modification that is being created on this proposal, so I have a 1. If it says 2 or 3, that just means other users have already submitted floor modifications ahead of you. This Collaborators tab works just like proposals and public comments that you may have worked with in previous years. Click on Collaborators, and you'll be able to invite individuals in to work with you on this floor modification. Type their email address in the Add Collaborator tab, click Send Invite, and an email will be sent to their email address so that they can participate in this online floor modification with you. Let's scroll down to the body of the floor modification. You'll see 2 tabs here in the left-hand column. The original Proposal Sections tab will provide you access to the code sections that are in the code change. I can click on 202 Accessible, and this brings up this definition that was in the code change. This will have all changes accepted as if the code change has gone through. So you can now make your changes. Let's say instead of the building code, I think this should be the mechanical code. I can delete this, type mechanical, and the legislative formatting will automatically be done for me over here in the right-hand column. It can take a second or two to catch up as the system wants to check and make sure you're really done typing. Once you've made your changes and you're happy with them in the section preview, click Save. This will move that section to the My Modification Sections tab. This tab will only display code sections that you have made changes to and that you can will be published as part of your modification. You can always switch back to the original proposal sections to add additional code sections from the proposal. You also have the option of adding code sections directly from the code books, or for adding brand new code sections as part of your modification. The Add Existing and Add New information at the top here work just like proposals and give you the opportunity to make those changes. Click Add Existing, and you'll be able to select a book, select a chapter, and select an individual section in that chapter. And then you'll be able to add individual issues to your floor modification. Once you have added them, they will automatically be in the My Modification Sections tab, and you can click on them to make changes to them just like you can any other code section. If you change your mind, the little X here on the right-hand side of the code listing will allow you to remove those directly out of the proposal. Clicking Add New will ask you what kind of information you'd like to add. Let's add a code section. I'm going to only add one section, but you may add multiple sections all at once if you need to. And then once again, you'll need to select a book and select a chapter. And when you hit Create New Content, that will create that section number and title brand new in your modification. I'll go ahead and remove that one as well. And I'm just going to keep the modification that was made to the section in the original proposal. If you'd like to preview this proposal exactly as it'll appear on the screen, use this HTML preview button. Clicking on this will open your modification in a new window, and you'll see that modification as it will appear to the committee as well as to everyone in the hearing room. You can continue to work with the reference standards as well. If any reference standards are in the proposal, they will appear here underneath the From Original Proposal header. You may click Edit, and you'll be able to modify those as you need to. Please note these changes must be manually applied, so you've got the strike through and underline buttons available to you right here. Keep in mind, any new reference standards not already present in the iCodes must be submitted prior to hearing. So if you're already in the Louisville hearings, unfortunately you will not be able to submit new reference standards. The final piece of this process is the Finalize and Submit. You'll need to make sure to include at least one change to the proposal. You'll need to accept a copyright form, but if you've already submitted a proposal or other content to us this year, that'll already be in place for you. And you'll want to click green to submit this floor modification to the ICC. This is going to pop up a warning button just to remind you once you've submitted your code change, that's the end of your ability to make modifications to that code change, including the ability to add additional folks in to see that code change, to see that online modification. Once that submission has occurred, you will see this online floor modification submitted to ICC button. Please make sure you see that green line before you are sure that your proposal is submitted. If you ever have questions about if your modification has been submitted correctly, you can also visit the online floor modifications page. You will see this new this modification I created has submitted in red. If this says unsubmitted, then the system has not sent your proposal to us and you have not completed your submission. Once you have submitted your modification, you do have the opportunity to withdraw that modification if you've changed your mind, as long as it has not yet been put on the floor at the hearings. In order to withdraw it, you only need to click this big red button. And just as this first modification I created here, the status will then say withdrawn, and ICC staff will no longer be able to see and consider that floor modification. If you have withdrawn or otherwise submitted a floor modification in error, before the hearings, email cdpACCESS@iccsafe.org and we will be able to help you. If you have any issues with floor modifications while at the Louisville hearings, please visit the cdpACCESS booth, which will be located outside the hearing rooms near the registration desk. We'll be happy to help you both with the creation and submission of your floor modifications while we're there. Thanks for watching this tutorial on submitting floor modifications through cdpACCESS. If you do have any questions, always feel free to email us at cdpACCESS@iccsafe.org. Thanks for your attention, and we're looking forward to seeing you at the hearings.